Hi everyone, it's Jenta here. If you're on my Twitter, you are already caught up, but for those of you that will see this on YouTube, I have just gone to the ER and I am now back home safe and sound. There's still much to be done. I've been struggling for the past 2 weeks trying to debut Cafe Jenta because I have been struggling with my dizzy fits. They have not been this bad since when I first got really sick and then had that happen again twice, so it got really scary. I won't lie, I'm still very scared. I have a panic attack every 5 minutes, and it's a part of it. Thankfully, Ativan is coming through. The ER apparently could not help much. They gave me my normal concoction minus the Ativan. Apparently there is an Ativan shortage, but thankfully I am not having a shortage. We have plenty of backlog on Ativan, like 600 pills of Ativan in our catalog that we saved up in case of like an emergency like this, and it quite literally saved me today. I don't know how I'm gonna be like tomorrow, but yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. I haven't done like a Genta vents in a long time. I could talk a little bit about my experience in the ER, but a little bit of a trigger warning for those of you that don't like medical stuff or like needles, because I'm gonna get into that. No timestamp, unfortunately. Just if you don't like it, that's gonna be the rest of this video, and then I'm gonna sign off real quick. So we got there. It's a blizzard. It is an absolute blizzard. Literally nobody is out on the road. The roads are horrible. I'm in the back of the car in like this giant thermal beanbag blanket trying to keep warm, and then just shuffling my poor crippled butt into the ER was very hard. Thankfully we got in there before anybody else, and we got like the first room. Their beds got smaller for some reason. I don't know why. And then my nurses walked in, and I immediately knew this was not going to be good because I'm going to be blunt. I'm sexist as fuck. Female nurses, I've never had a good experience with a female nurse. The only one that I can kind of give a pass to was the female nurse that came in one time. This is unrelated to this day's incident, but she came in, like basically she ran in, popped a needle in, did it real quick. It hurt, but she was done. And it was like, what the fuck? You found my vein that quickly? And I had, for the first time in my life, the world's biggest bruise. I've never bruised from, like, getting an IV, which kind of then circles back into my current visit. I got 2 female nurses, but my overall doctor was male, and I had a male doctor sit over me when my mom had to go and do some stuff, which bless the boys. I've never had a bad experience with the boys. Even when 1 or 2 of the boys couldn't get, the needle in at one point when I had visited in the past, I still trust them and I love them for it. They have just better mannerisms, and honestly, they're just more comforting. The females aren't very comforting. I heard that a lot of the mean girls in college and high school end up being nurses, and that very much felt like today. Normally when I go to this ER, I get a way better experience, but that was not the case today. It was kind of a bad choice, but kind of needed to happen. I ended up having to medicate myself. They gave me like for pain and inflammation, but I feel like they really missed the mark about what I was saying. So for the longest time I was struggling. I'd have like a few brief moments of like sanity, and then my dizziness and my burping would come in again, and it would make me go quite literally mantic, and like I was like, Jesus, hallelujah, Jesus Christ is born. I never get religious, and the fact that I asked you guys to pray for me is just, it's kind of gross, I won't lie, but like that's how desperate I am. I'll take it. I'll take any like pseudo anything. Without getting political, I semi believe in that stuff. Only because my life has been this fortunate, even when it's this awful. My mom says I have a lot of favor, and that I will agree with. But when it comes to like overall getting into the whole religious spoodle, I don't even want to get even into it. But right now, I am doing very well. I would like to sleep, but I am not currently sleeping. We're kind of at the danger zone with my meds because we're getting awfully close to its max limit before it's considered an overdose. Maybe on the Ativan. So, I've been on Ativan for 2 years, 2, 3, 4, I'm sorry, a long time. And for a normal person, if they were to take Ativan, 12 milligrams would do you in. That's like considered pretty close, if not the overdose limit. While when you're somebody like me and like any other quote unquote junkie, I'm not a junkie, but it's, terminology and whatnot. You get immune like you wouldn't believe. So technically, I could keep, taking Ativan. I think for sure I took 6 today, 6 milligrams, maybe an 8, but that was far later in the day. So I'm kind of risking the biscuit. As long as I'm stable, I'm not going to do that. I just took my amitriptyline. Everything seemed to go fine there, but it didn't sedate me the way I was hoping. So I'm a little bit awake. I feel a little bit good. That's why I'm recording this video. As of this moment right now, there's been some peace. But I won't lie, things got really, 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 really ugly, and it was very, very scary. But thank you so much for your kind words. I don't know if anyone would have suggestions for anything that helps with panic attacks, and helps with like just like your heart palpitating or like anxiety, whether it be medication or just like don't do affirmations. My mom's so sweet. She tries to tell me something and it feels like a literal shotgun because I'm too intelligent and I know it's a lie, even though I desperately want to be lied to that everything's gonna be fine. And I'm like, no, not everything's gonna be fine. But yeah, that's what's been going on. I love you guys. I want to see you guys as soon as I can, but unfortunately, I am shaking. I am shaking. It's very scary, and I do love and miss all of you, and I don't want to cry. So, thank you guys so much. I love you. I hope to see you as soon as I can. Bye-bye.